How's it going, everybody? Dan here once again, and I am back for another video. I am resurrecting my on-again, off-again series where I make playoff predictions in football. For some reason, I didn't do this last year. I can't remember the reason why, but that's okay. Let's get on to it. We're going to start with tomorrow's games, and then we're going to go into Sunday's games, so I'm going to get started. First game up on the schedule, we got Tennessee at Kansas City. I really don't like either one of these teams. I think this is going to be a very ugly game, kind of low scoring. Kansas City has been kind of on again, off again this year. Tennessee got into the playoffs out the skin of their teeth. I really don't know who's going to win this. Once again, good tea, by the way. But if I had to make a prediction, I think I'm going to have to go with Kansas City. They've been on more than they've been off this year. They ain't going to win pretty, but they'll win. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Kansas City wins it like 19-10. Tomorrow night, we got Falcons at Rams. Oh my God. This is going to be a war. This is going to be a shootout. This is going to be a war. The Rams, everybody's looking at them like, oh wow, Rams, they're a hot team this year. They've got a point to prove. Atlanta, they want redemption for last year's Super Bowl. This is going to come down to who wants it more. I really don't know who that's gonna be. I kind of have to go with Atlanta. Why? Playoff experience. They've been here before. The Rams, this is their first time here in some time. Again, this is going to be a high-scoring game, but I think the Falcons win it. 33-27 is going to be a final score. Moving on to Sunday's games. First up is Buffalo at Jacksonville. I wanted to root for Jacksonville this game. I wanted to. They were like the team that, right around Christmas time, I was talking to my brother. We were like, I don't know. Jacksonville looks, I don't know. They look like the team like nobody wants to play them. They're playing great. Their defense is great. Blake Bortles is doing okay, serviceable. He's got okay receivers, decent running game. But they've kind of like limped into the playoffs. Meanwhile, Buffalo, first time in the show since 1999, the year of the Music City Miracle. This is a team that is playing with house money. Buffalo's got nothing to lose, and they are out to prove to everybody this is not just going to be a fluke year. Jacksonville's defense is going to keep them in this game, but in the end, I'm going with Buffalo. Bills win it 21-17. And finally, Sunday afternoon, we got Carolina at New Orleans. Now, I do have to preface this. I do have to put it out there. Yes, I am in fact a New Orleans Saints fan. Even if I wasn't a Saints fan, however, I'd still be picking the Saints. New Orleans has been very solid on both sides of the ball all year. Drew Brees has still got it. Running game is kicking it up a notch. I mean, both games against the Panthers, we ran the ball pretty much down their throats. The game against the Bills, Drew Brees, I think he didn't even throw a touchdown pass that game, and we still put up over 40 points on the Bills. They say, it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in a season. I don't know about that. Statistically, it's come up. I read somewhere it's come up 20 times since the merger in 1970 that two teams are meeting in the playoffs and one team beat the other twice in the regular season. Of those 20, the 3-game sweep was completed 13 times. So yeah, it's possible that, there could be that, can't sweep them, but history favors the Saints. And I think on paper, this matchup favors the Saints too. Defense has been keeping Cam Newton in check. Offense has been clicking. Not to mention, this game's going to be at the Superdome. Who dat say they gonna beat them Saints? Well, it's not gonna be the Carolina Panthers, because them Saints are gonna win it 27-13. And those are my picks for this week. Will I be right? I don't know. But stay tuned. I will be back later on in the coming week with my picks for the divisional round. Until then, this is Dan, checking out.